Meher Baba Ki Jai. Hello everyone, it is so good to see you all back again. So today we are having Palak Paneer as the main dish that could be served with chapati, roti and plain rice, jeera rice. So for that I have almost 300 grams of spinach. These are organic spinach. These are not at all having any pesticides and all. So these are very much organic. So I've just plugged it, only the leaves and no stem. It's just the leaves, plain leaves. So the color is not that strong, but definitely the dish is going to be a good dish. So because this is organic, this won't have any color. The leaves won't be that darker. But yeah, so I have washed these. These are just 300 grams of spinach leaves. So I'm dropping them in a nice hot water. So I'm going to blanch it. It's like we'll drop it in hot water and we'll just keep it for a few minutes and then we'll remove it. In batches, we'll do it. I'm just dipping it in. It could be nice boiling water. We don't need any salt in this. Just plain spinach and water. You could definitely add oil so that the spinach doesn't stick together. But definitely when we'll take it out from the water, it will show some properties. It will go into bunches. So it's just in simmer. The water is nice. And I'll just push it down. And after we remove it, we have to immediately drop it in, maybe ice cold water or just plain water, room temperature water, so that we don't lose the color. We have the fresh leaves color. So till the time I see all the leaves soft and sound, because I don't want to lose their figure. So I'll keep it ready. So it's just some minute. So the idea of doing this way is we can, see that to which amount or to which percentage we are keeping the spinach cooked, because in the tadka we'll be cooking it again. And also in the topping tadka, there will be a minor cooking again. So we don't want to overcook the spinach. So I'm just dropping it in cold water. This is just a water with room temperature. So it's nice and fresh. Then I'll again remove it in bunch and strain the water out. I'm doing it in bunches because I dropped it in bunches. So this actually feels like I'm doing something very artistic, but this is really simple.
Yeah, must be an important step, because when I made it, I never did this step. Must be important. What does this step do for the meal?
Mm-hmm.
I would just cook it straight, yeah.
It actually just keeps us informed that the spinach is not overcooked. If the spinach is overcooked, then it will lose its property. It will lose all its nutrients, its protein, and its everything. So even things that are overcooked change their property and change the taste. The taste changes and everything. Once it's removed, I'll just mute myself because I'll be using the grinder. I didn't do it earlier because I did not want you all to miss the step. So you can see it's ice cold water, it's fresh and green so that we don't miss the color. Because once we overcook, the color might change to brown because slightly the stems are getting brown here because the stem cooks up easily. It absorbs the heat fast.
And
And there are actually many, sorry?
To me, they look darker too than when you started.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So what we can say is it's just 30 to 35% of cooking that we did. So I'm straining out the water now. I'll show you. I have a very good strainer. It's a big strainer. So I have dropped the spinach in this, but we won't be squeezing it much because while grinding, I won't be adding any water. So we'll be using the water that's in. Once this is fully strained, I'll just prepare. You'll just fold it in bunch and drop it in. If you have made some ball kind of shape while removing, then it is advised to open the leaves and separate the leaves. So I'll just mute myself. Or Farishte, can you mute me from
Yes.
Maya Dadar?
I think so.
Okay. Just.
You don't mind hearing the grinder.
It is actually too much noisy.
All right. Oops. Hello. Grind, 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 grind. There it is. Now I unmute you. Hold on. I'm asking you to unmute yourself. On Maya Dadar.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can see the fresh green color, and through this we won't miss the freshness and the color,
That's
even
a
after cooking it for some time.
beautiful color. Yeah.
Yes, actually. So we are going to make it more, like a paste so that it doesn't stuck in and it doesn't disturb us, because we'll be having many things going around here like onions, then garlic, burnt garlic in this. So that we don't want to miss that. So I don't want the texture of the spinach to disturb the texture of the other ingredients that we're going to do.
Surekha, did you grind it on a large or small?
Just a small blade.
I mean, the size of the grinder blade, is it big, small or big?
It's medium actually. It's not
medium.
Small. But any fruit grinder or food processing grinder is also fine, because anyhow we have to just make it in paste. So that's good. And I should mention it that in rural areas in India, they use, I'll show you, there is one big stone, it would be this big, and we have a roller. So they're just using the to and fro, action, they'll be grinding it on the stone. And you won't believe, but that tastes marvelous. I should say that would be more delicious than this one.
Awesome.
Just one more time, if you can mute me, Farishte.
Yes. Unmute.
Yeah. So our paste is ready. And now we'll go ahead with the tadka. So I have all my kitties woken up. It's like when I really start cooking, it's just that they are really active. I'm not sure, even if it's veg. And delirious, I guess that I'm pronouncing it right. So it's not methi, it's a palak, spinach. Yeah, so I'll start this. I light the pan. So we have many things here ready, but definitely you won't be scared looking after these things. These are our regular items. Chopped onions. This is tomato puree. Chopped, fine chopped, you can say, garlic. This is a roughly grated onion, ginger and garlic, roughly grated ginger garlic, cumin seeds, and cumin powder. So this one is, I'll tell you while dropping it down, this is a mixed masala, which we'll be using here. Then today we'll make it a bit, what can we say, rich, because we'll be using salted butter. I'm using Amore butter. So I have dropped in 3 teaspoons of refined oil, pure refined oil. Also, I'm dropping in just 1 tablespoon butter here. You are free to use the quantity of butter you want, because we definitely don't want to limit you for those who just love butter. But definitely, if you are using butter, please do not forget to taste before adding salt to the dish, because this would be salted butter. So I'm dropping it the grated ginger and garlic, 1 tablespoon I should say, and we let it go brown, nice and brown and golden. It's super aromatic. We'll be giving a topping. We'll be giving a topping tadka. You can say pampering. You say, Varsh, am I right?
Tempering.
Tempering. So we'll be giving a tempering to this dish. So that's why I have not added cumin seeds here. So this is, we are making the main dish ready first. So it's just oil, butter, grated ginger, garlic. Once this is done, then we'll add onions. And after adding onions, we'll be, we can increase the flame, because we don't want the onions to be darker, but we want it to be fast and translucent.
So that's what, 2 tablespoons?
Sorry?
Is that 2 tablespoon onion?
It's just 1 medium-sized onion. I didn't measure it, but it's just a medium onion. Finely chopped. You can also grate it, like in your using your blade or something. Because there's a new instrument now to finely chop onions rather than grinding it in the mixer. So I've increased the flame so that we get nice translucent onions. In many dishes, this is actually the Dhaba style Palak Paneer, that I should say, because we are using tomato in this, but generally when it's when a chef from a very nice restaurant makes it, they don't use tomatoes, they just use it plain Palak Paneer without tomatoes, but I like adding tomatoes. That it adds sweetness and sour flavor. So it's fine and translucent now. I'm adding salt. This
Sorry, how
1
much tomato?
teaspoon salt.
How much
It's 1
tomato?
teaspoon. It's
Tomato.
just a big size tomato. A big tomato.
Pureed.
Puree.
And how much salt? Quarter?
1 teaspoon salt.
1
Because
teaspoon.
we'll gradually be adding salt as we have used salted butter here. Yes. After this, we'll add this tomato puree. So this is what we want. Now we'll add the spices. Adding cumin powder, 1 teaspoon. And this masala over here has nice red chili, hot spice red chili powder, medium spice red chili powder. Then, and I'll let you know first the measurements, and also a turmeric powder in this. So what I can say is half a teaspoon of spicy hot red chili powder, half a teaspoon of medium spice red chili powder, and just I should say 1/5 of turmeric powder, because we don't want the turmeric powder to overtake the color. We have just dropped in that. I'm keeping it in medium flame, and we let it cook until we get a nice red floating oil on this, because that's the indication that the tomatoes are well cooked and it has started releasing the oil. Yes. So we'll have to keep it for some time. You can add butter at this position as well. So meanwhile, we have our paneer, that is cottage cheese, nicely cut with in thick cube, because we want it to be creamy. That's why I haven't roasted it, but you can definitely roast it or just shallow fry it, so that we have a golden, what to say, borders or golden color to the paneer. But I don't do it because I want the fresh cream flavor to be enhanced in this. That's nice. So I have simmered it so that the oil is easily and softly being released, because I don't want it to, cook fast. Slow cooking, the best cooking.
Yes.
So once this is done, we just add the spinach, grated spinach. Yeah. If you are having it with rice, then I'll ask you to add some water to it. But because today we'll be having it with chapatis, so I am not adding any water. I want it to be thick so that the cottage cheese is well coated with the paneer. I'm sure you will not could not see this, but yeah, I should have used aluminium pot rather than this non-stick pan. So yes. So I will just increase the flame to medium because it wasn't simmer. So we just cover it and cook for 2 to 3 minutes. So this cooking is for the spinach. Once the spinach is well cooked, there will be a oil coating on the spinach, and the color won't change. We have to just keep in mind that we don't have to miss the color. Color is the key point in this. So once this is done, then we'll do a topping tadka using chopped garlic, jeera, and you can also use raw red chili, dried chili, so that it gives a nice color and for garnishing. Also, while grinding the spinach, you can add some coriander, but I haven't add because I like the spinach essence more. If we add coriander, the essence changes, the aroma changes. So I wanted the cottage flavor, the cottage cheese flavor to be fresh and the spinach flavor to be fresh. So I am not adding any coriander to this, but definitely you can add coriander or parsley, and also oregano and kasuri methi. I'm not sure what kasuri methi is in English, but it's kind of a dried green
Fenugreek.
spice. That
I think it's fenugreek, but I'm not sure.
kasuri methi is yeah, the fenugreek leaves, I should say, the dried leaves of fenugreek seed.
So if you were to add those, they would be dried, right? Dried leaves?
Yes, they would be dried. I could show you. I'm not adding here, but I definitely have it in my kitchen because we add it in biryanis.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a lifetime of delicious recipes to enjoy. So you said something and I kind of missed it. The chopped garlic, jeera, and raw red chili. What is that going to do? What is that going to be?
It's chopped garlic and cumin seeds.
Cumin
Oh,
seeds.
did I say it in Hindi?
No, that's okay.
Jeera.
Yeah, I know jeera, but what is it going to be for? What is that going to be for?
It's for the tempering.
Tempering on top.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I'm adding the paneer here, and I have made big cubes. I'll keep 2 to 3 cubes aside because I want to grate it later. So I have kept 3 cubes aside. I'll grate it later. So for now, we will just fold this to coat the paneer, the cottage cheese, with the palak gravy. We don't, because it's not fried or it's not roasted ones, this might break. So we just need to fold it gently and give room to every piece of paneer. Yes.
That looks so fresh.
It is actually very fresh, and it's more aromatic than it actually looks, but it's really it is smelling very nice in my kitchen for now. So once this is done, once this is nicely cooked, it will have a nice coating. So it says musk fenugreek. The kasuri methi is called musk fenugreek. I just have a nice cooperating team, helping team, who's
Yes.
just let me know. So yes, it's a medium flame. I let it cook, take its time to cook nicely. And I have a special vessel or karai, I should say, for the tempering. It's so cute that I usually make, dishes for myself in this. It's just this much, the mini, what to say, pan, I should say.
So cute.
It's just for me. I like all the small utensils that are available. So you'll find very small, this one small glass. You'll find this karai. Then I have very tiny little spoons. So when I just want to pass time, I want to kill time, I use those utensils so that I can, eat very slowly and I can enjoy my food.
Surekha, quick question, please.
Of course.
Yes.
I already asked about methi bhaji. Now, when Parsis make bhaji, we use this thing called methi. It's a different type, but is that also called bhaji in Hindi? Like methi leaves. And we use
Fenugreek,
the,
the kasuri methi you are
no,
saying?
no, no, not kasuri methi.
Uh-huh.
It's a different type of bhaji. We make palak paneer with methi paneer, I think it's called.
No, actually, it's just palak paneer. Methi, aloo methi, you would have heard. Aloo methi is a different dish. We'll definitely do that. Everyone at home loves it. So it's palak paneer. But if you replace the spinach or the palak with the methi, that's fenugreek leaves, then it will be, I cannot say it's sour, but that will be,
Bitter almost.
Yeah,
yeah,
very
we can
strong. Very
very
strong.
strong actually. And what I can say for it will be more kadwa. It's called
Exactly.
kadwa in Hindi. Yeah, it'll be too salty for you to taste because methi itself has a very salty flavor in it. So it would be bad while it would be bizarre, I guess, to have a methi puree in any vegetable form. But that's why we just use whole methi leaves, whole fenugreek leaves to make any dish.
Thank you.
So yes, we have the palak well cooked. There is slightly red liquid formed on the top, and the thickness, the consistency is very nice. It's not flowy, it's just thick as I wanted it. And I have the paneer soft and not at all, you know, breaking. Even if I lift it, it will just be as it
Mm,
is. It will not break
hmm.
out.
Beautiful.
So that's what we want. If we overcook this malai paneer, that's too fresh paneer with all the creamy texture, then the paneer will just be splattering
Listen.
everywhere.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did you
So
say Malay? What does that Malay word mean?
malai is the cream because this is
Uh-huh.
actually how cottage cheese is made. Is they just make strain out all the cream from the milk after it's been you know during the process of making paneer or cottage cheese, I must say, the straining procedure has all the cream, the thick cream, and the water that's in the milk is being strained out. So that's actually very, very, you can see the paneer dropping down like this. This
Hmm.
is the creamy thing that we want to be fresh. If I overcook it now, then this might just drop in the
Mm-hmm. Get
dish.
mixed up.
Surekha, what kind of milk do you think they use for this paneer?
Buffalo
This
milk.
is cow milk.
Cow.
This is cow milk paneer that I have taken because buffalo paneer generally we don't prefer it having during night. It's heavy to digest, And this is cow milk paneer. That's very light, very soft, easy to digest. And there are many, companies that are providing Britannia, then Amul. So they all have their own kind of, different departments or different products for different kind of paneer. So this is cow milk paneer. This is very light. This is very soft. If it's buffalo milk paneer, then I would definitely ask you to roast it because that would be more thick. So you will have to make very small cubes of that.
Yeah.
Yes. But for all those who enjoy the richness and the essence of all the royal foods, they will definitely like to have buffalo milk paneer, cottage cheese. So I'm just adding some butter. I'll add 1 tablespoon oil for the tempering. I also have some masala. That's just for the tempering that I'm using. It's meat masala actually, but I am using it here because it's just said meat masala, but it's not actually meat masala or any meat, ingredient in this. All the garam masalas that are used for making any non-veg dish can be used for this. I have dropped in chopped garlic and I have turned off the flame. I like the garlic to have its own color. It's nice golden brown color. You can add cashew nut to the same to give a nice rich flavor.
Wow.
Yeah, in the tempering you can add cashew nuts. For many salads we use cashew nuts for tempering.
You just throw a few in? Is that what you do? Or do you grind it?
What?
The cashew nuts, do you put them in their whole?
It's in full form, just the half. It's like this, so I break it in half, and every half is as it is. So I let the garlic to be nice and golden. In simmer because I have butter in this, so this will take time. So once it's there, I'll add cumin seeds to this. And it's nice, I guess I'm using around half teaspoon cumin seeds. It's actually very cold here because it's raining heavily. The oil has been chilled very soon. I have turned it on again because the oil is getting filled up very nicely, very quickly. Once it's nice golden brown, the cumin seeds are nice and brown, we can add this just before dropping it in the dish. Yes, the garlic is getting nice golden color. We don't want to make it very black, very brown. We just want it to be golden or just have a roasted effect. Now I'll turn it off and I'll drop in this and I'll just mix it like this.
Sorry, what did you just drop in there?
It's the garam masala.
Uh-huh. Mm.
After this, I'm just folding it up and down. You know, even in many dhabas, I have seen they add rose water to this and
Oh,
also vinegar. Yes, but that's for beautifying this dish more and making it more rich. But I'm not adding because I said I want the spinach to be fresh, nice. Just taking out my dish.
Was this the dish you
See
said
the
was Praveen's favorite?
sorry?
Was this the one you were saying is Praveen's favorite dish?
Yes. He was very happy once he knew that I was going to make this. He didn't have anything in evening, so he's just waiting for the dish to get complete and to have this food. Now for garnishing, I am just grating fresh paneer.
this I have to tell you, the restaurants I've been to with Westerners in India, it's their everybody's favorite dish.
Mm-hmm. True, actually, and Praveen and Prashant, they have a nice little story about this dish that just for having this dish in their very childhood, uncle and auntie, they used to say that we are just going to have palak paneer and chapati in that restaurant, and after coming from the center, so their main motive for coming every center was for having palak paneer. So that's what made them, to be a very regular, participant in the center. Because usually the very small kids, parents, they just, they avoid taking them to for center because they will play around. But these two guys, they used to sit quietly just to have this palak paneer after center. So yes, our palak paneer is ready. I
Oh
have
my
this
goodness,
grated paneer on the top.
that's gorgeous.
And for the
So what?
topping, you can use fresh cream just on the top and just
My God.
roll over. That's that is the cherry on the top ingredient for this. Having fresh liquid cream, fresh milk cream. That's Amore cream maybe, or whatever fresh cream you have, or anything that you strain out from your regular milk daily. Yes.
Wow. So what will you be serving it with?
I am serving it with chapati, so that's why this is a thick dish today.
And your chapatis are ready to go, I'm sure.
Yes, those are already ready.
Wonderful.
Yes, and our table is ready. Everything is ready. Just
Super sweet. Well, quickly, everybody, if you have any questions or comments, unmute yourselves. Feel free.
I'm curious, what's going to happen with what's left in your pan?
ah,
You're saving it for us.
I'll have it. I'll parcel you. I'll send a parcel to you.
Surekha, I had a question about the garam masala that you added, the tadka.
Mm-hmm.
Now, wouldn't that completely sort of cover up the flavor of the palak?
No, that is actually not happening because it's just the tempering thing. When even giving tempering to your salads, you will not feel that the actual vegetables of your salad have lost their taste, because we are not boiling it with spinach. We are just twisting and we are just rolling the dish in and out. So you would see the tempering liquid or the tempering oil separate, but it will come in mid in and out in your mouth. So it's just the corner taste and not the main dish taste.
And the garam masala has things like cloves, tudj. What do we call tudj? Cinnamon, elaichi.
Yeah,
All
I'll
those
just
things,
read
right?
out the ingredients that I have in my garam masala packet. It's Everest masala that has red chili, coriander,
Wow.
cumin seeds, cassia leaf, black pepper, cassia bark, clove, green cardamom, garlic, fennel seeds, star anise, dried fenugreek leaves, that's musk fenugreek that we just discussed, mint leaf, Bengal gram. Bengal gram is our chana dal, dried ginger, turmeric, mustard seed, and sea salt. So it's just as required as just for slight taste, the tangy taste.
Yeah,
And
it's almost like biryani masala, isn't it? It's like biryani masala.
Uh, these
Close
are
to.
common raw masalas actually. So these are used in every spice and every hot flavored dishes.
and you added just a little bit, right? I didn't catch how much you added of the masala.
Just half a teaspoon, half a
Yeah.
teaspoon.
And Surekha, is this thing that you learned somewhere you took classes, or is it straight handed down from parents to children sort of thing?
Farishta, can you repeat the question?
Yes,
Actually,
she's asking
I
if
cannot
you
hear.
learned it or if you went to class. And I think Surekha told us that she learned everything from mom and then
Yeah,
improved upon mom
Yeah.
recipes.
right.
Yes, wonderful.
These are all just my versions of these dishes, because I have two of my gurus in cooking. That's my mom and one is Praveen's mom. So I just experiment infusing both of their ideas, and it just comes out nice actually, because even when we are getting ready, we will balance our dress up the same way we always balance our dishes. If we have something that gives us a tangy flavor, we'll add something that gives us a sweet flavor, and we'll add something that gives us a crunchy texture. So that's what you definitely want to keep in mind. And next, when you visit any restaurant or you make any of your food, try to grasp the taste, try to identify the taste that you're feeling every time you're having a bite. Because in a burger, we have layers, we could see different layers of what we are having. But inside a dish, you cannot differentiate physically, but you have to differentiate in your mouth.
Yeah.
We have almost more than we can imagine all those senses in our taste buds. So try to identify. It's like the tip of our tongue taste buds. They identify some different taste. That's it.
Yeah, in technical terms, we call it the taste profile.
Yes.
What?
All right. No, I think we'll just wrap it up now, Surekha, or Piroja, I should say. Who would have known that?
Okay, Baba Jan. I agree.
So let her go and enjoy her meal, wonderful meal with her family. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
It was
much. Thank you so much.
absolutely
Thank you,
delightful.
Sureka.
Hey, Baba.
Avatar,
Thank you,
Baba.
Avatar,
Baba
Meher, Baba.
Baba ki jai.
Jai Meher Baba.
Baba.